Webisode Series so far. We had a good time putting it together. Last year was our first year really trying to lay down some good footage for all of our fans. We had a great season, killed a ton of deer, a bunch of hogs, got a lot of it on film, didn't get a lot of it on film. Sometimes we're great, sometimes we're frustrating. Filming is challenging at times, but all in all we had a great year. This is webisode number 4. We're going to kick it off with Daniel Gunderman. He went to South Carolina with a bunch of friends from Bass Pro Shops, heading down to do a little hunting over at Cypress Creek. And let's watch Daniel and see how he did it in South Carolina.
Let it go! Let it go! Cut him, boy!
Custom strings from Web Archery. Man, boy, it swung it to it. Alright, well Daniel did pretty good out there. Got himself a nice hog. Daniel's always a lucky one out of the group. Boy, I could put 10 people in the stand, come back, and Daniel's usually the one that's got one. So, way to go, Daniel. Now we're moving on. It's muzzleloader season. Here in North Carolina, all the guys come back. Everybody's getting ready and geared up. We had a slow boat season, but things really started to turn up for muzzleloader. And we're going to head to the woods. Me and Bunk Guy got in the stand. See, we couldn't get us on a deer. And we wanted to let y'all know the way we do things here in the South, over here in North Carolina. A lot of the land that we hunt is farmers' lands. The landowners want the population of their deer herd down. Not so much that they want us to come in there and kill monster deer. Those are mouths that are feeding on these farmers' fields, and the farmers want them gone. Whether it's a spike or a 14-pointer that steps out, that farmer wants it gone. That's, you know, you're helping them protect their livelihood. So when we do hunts for population management, we're not trying to grow big bucks. We are helping the farmer get rid of the deer that are eating his crops. So in saying that, we're going to hit the woods on one of these farmers' properties that want us to do well and help him out. And me and Buck Guy went out to a property and got in the woods, and man, it happened so fast before we knew it. This buck come flying into the stand. We didn't so much as get an interview in the stand done or anything. And so we had this deer right on top of our laps. Check out this hunt.
I seen him come in. I didn't see it. I was like, I got him. And then I saw you left the gun. Boom. That's the first deer I've seen over here, you know that. He come right in, boy. Got us one over here. I got a 150, 200 yard muzzleloader. Standing here looking at all this big ZRP it cut over. And we kill a deer at 8 yards. That's the way we do it. We gotta get him on up out of here. Broke in my new 704 beanie. We got plenty of bright red blood right away. Right here on this corn. Get right on down through here. We heard a god awful crash, so we just gonna kind of walk down this way, try to stay on the blood and see if we can pick the deer. He got rolled out with all his 3 points this morning, didn't he? Let's see what that TC feels like. Alright, me and John got it done this morning. As you can see, we had this one sneak in there on us. He come running in there. We didn't have long to look at him, but we knew we was just deer hunting. So whatever come in there, we was gonna blast this morning. We shot him with a muzzleloader this morning. They started to rut pretty good, you know, and so we needed some more back straps for the freezer, so we just went ahead and knocked him down. He might have went 60, 70 yards, made a big old crash in the leaves down there, and you know, just happy to get him. You know, muzzleloader season wouldn't be complete without killing the deer, so we got one. So on camera kill, so that's what we wanted. So we're gonna get him cleaned up, get on back to the
finishing up our trip here with Addiction Bow Fishing. Man, if y'all really want to have a good time, come out and check them out. We got Donnie Ray, Josh. Get over these guys. They'll be glad to carry you on a bow fishing trip. We went stingray fishing, had one hell of a time.
So we ended up pulling one off of that property. It was good deer. Get off of those fields. The farmer was very pleased to see us load up a deer in the truck. And like I said, some of these farms where we hunt, this is not trophy management. We are not trying to grow Pope and Young and Boone and Crockett. We are trying to help the farmer protect his crops. So, like I said, he was happy, and they always enjoy us coming back because we do what they ask. Please help me protect my crops. Anyways, we're gonna move on. We got our next hunt. We want to go to Katie Helms. She's over there in Indian Trail, North Carolina. And Katie's had a tough season so far. She's had a couple misses with a muzzleloader, so she said, heck with the muzzleloader, I'm taking my bow back out. Check out Katie's hunt.
Alright, y'all, this is Katie from 704 Outdoors. Headed back to the woods. Had a rough week. Had a bum muzzleloader. The sights were just, it had iron sights and they were just messed up. I shouldn't have used the gun. I missed 2 bucks. One of them wasn't nothing really, but I would have been happy with the other one. Then Saturday morning, I was getting discouraged. I wasn't going to take the gun, I was just going to take my bow. And I shot a doe. I've been needing meat. I only shot 1 deer so far this year. Shot at a doe, couldn't find her, made a bad shot, and I don't like that. It tore me up. I didn't like that at all. And I looked forever, couldn't never find her. She might be out there still, living. I don't know. I think I hit her leg. So I'm not using the gun anymore. I'm gonna use my bow the rest of the week till the rifle comes in. Then I'll be good. But head back to the woods. I went Saturday night with my bow, and I didn't expect to see much, but I saw a doe. She was a big old doe. She come out wanting to go to the corn pile, and she didn't go straight to it, but she circled around, and when she circled around, she come right towards my stand. But she stopped about 40 yards out and was gonna cut to the corn pile, and I wasn't sure how far it was. But I pulled back. She didn't know, she didn't know anything was out there. She wasn't being cautious or anything. And I missed her. I missed her. So I reloaded, knocked up another arrow. She jumped when I shot. She circled right back around, come about 10 yards from me. And by this time, it took her a while. By this time, it was getting pretty dark. I couldn't see her I could see her good, but when I pulled the bow back, and looked through the sight, I couldn't see her good. I took a shot anyway, I missed her, and I waited around for a little while. I heard her moving, she wouldn't ever go away. I had to spook her to get away from my stand so I could get down without busting my stand. But anyway, I'm about to go get her again. I'm going to hit up that same stand. I got some bust-a-buck, doe, estrus, urine. So the 2 bucks that I missed, they both came in smelling it. So it's getting pretty good in the rut, so it should do pretty good. But we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. Alright, y'all. Headed way out in the back of the property. About to go to my favorite stand with my bow during muzzleloader season. I don't have a muzzleloader to hunt with, so I'm going to get one with a bow. I missed a doe out here Saturday night. Today's Monday afternoon. I'll keep you updated. I just got sprayed up, got all my dead downwind spray on. Got all my stuff ready. Got my, I got bust-a-buck, doe estrus, urine, and I had 2 bucks come into that just smelling. We're coming up to the prime of the rut, so they're moving real good chasing does. So maybe we'll get something tonight. I'll let you know. Alright, y'all. Let me get in the stand. I got a buster bug, dog, and estrus. I'm gonna spray it right here. And hopefully we can get him in here. That'll be good.
And we'd like to take this time to thank our sponsor, the Pride Dog Food. We demand the best, so we feed the best.
We've been feeding Pride dog feed for about 2 years now. We've been hunting for about 4. We fed a lot of different feeds before we started feeding Pride. Now that we've started feeding Pride, we noticed a big difference in the way our dogs hunt, the way they act. It doesn't have to be a hunting dog. It can be a yard dog, house dog, just a dog that you care a lot about. Feed them something that's going to keep them up to health. You can go by and grab you a bag of dog feed that makes 6 different kinds. As far as low proteins to your high proteins to your high fats. Just go by and check them out, and I think you'll like what you get.
You can see their website through our website. Go to backwoodshoghunter.com, click on their link, it takes you right to their page. You can find a dealer near you.
Now back to the show.
Alright, way to go, Katie. Like I said, Katie's had a tough muzzleloader season. She missed 2 with the muzzleloader. Got frustrated and said, heck with the muzzleloader, I'm taking my bow back out. So she did. She went out there and she did some good self-filming. She put the Bowfinger 2.0 on her bow, and she mounted the camera straight to her bow and got that shot. So if you guys ever like to try self-filming, definitely check out the Bowfinger camera mounts. We use them and they work great. So anyways, we're gonna move right along. And next up, we got Daniel Gunnerman's back in North Carolina with the muzzleloader, and he gets on a good buck. Unfortunately, it happened so fast he didn't get any of it on film. But they got the recovery. It was a nice young bucket.
Really. Full stiff neck. I hear you, cuz. Pick him on up. There you go. I hear you, Bo.
I ain't even seen this one on camera yet. I got pictures of all kinds of deer on camera. Never seen this one.
That's how it happened. Broke his brow tire, just ain't got one.